Let's try shooting primer in the engine bay. Huh? What do you mean ability locked? Quest not complete? I guess I'll have to check with the Garage Master. Garage Master Pippin, why can't I paint the engine bay?
Show me what you have accomplished so far.
I've slain the undercoating tar monster.
This stuff into this paste. In these sort of like big sheet flake type things. It's
I've stripped the paint, cleaned, de-rusted, and painted inside the lower frame rails. I've cut out the rusty bits and welded in wheel well patch panels. New frame rail end caps.
The engine bay is not worthy of primer. Return when you have completed the welds of WOW Final Metalwork quest. Enter the welds of WOW. Craft special clamps to secure the frame rail end caps. For both sides, prepare the interior surfaces, clamp, black weld, seam weld crimped and metal finish. Do you accept the quest?
Okay, fine. Accept quest.
So, how do I clamp these things in here with this really tight area up there? Well, screws won't work because they would go too far in and then go through the upper fender. So, I'm using these little clamps, but even these clamps are too fat to fit up there. So, we are going to modify these and grind the tops of these off so they fit. Let's do it.
Okay then, we have nice flat clamp and
So, how do we get this thing attached? Well, there obviously is going to be a series of spots along the bottom and a series of spots through there. Clamping wise, I'll use those little C-clamps to clamp this up here, and then a series of self-tappers along the bottom. So on the front, this is already doubled up, so I don't want to drill through here. But luckily enough, I can get in behind here, so I can just put a clamp there and then cinch that up.
got masked off and the insides cleaned off with alcohol. And then so what we're going to do now is give them a paint on the inside with 2K epoxy. You'll notice I have the welded areas masked off because I will use Weld-Through primer there. Spraying the mating flange with UPOL Weld-Through. So what I do, and I get this is probably pretty crazy, but hey, this is Mad Science Garage. I put little magnets on here to cover the actual holes so the Weld-Through doesn't contaminate my welds, and besides, it's going to melt and vaporize around that weld hole anyway. I found that epoxy anywhere near welds is a really bad idea because this stuff will hugely contaminate welds. Whereas Weld-Through, it's designed to be welded through, but I actually cover it just to make sure there's no minimizes weld contamination. Okay. And we have epoxy. Okay then, all of the spot welds are welded in. I gave them a little bit of a cleanup with the belt sander here. So just took off the crown. Those up there are not bad. I don't know. What do you think, Pippin?
That is acceptable.
Yeah, okay. So now we just have the butt weld to do here, and then the left side is done. Let's do it. I think that looks good. So I'm going to try this side a little bit differently. I think I'll put a couple tacks in here on the butt weld, and then that the idea is that would lock this in place, and then I can hit these. So very good thing I put this there. This hole went all the way through, so we have one more to go here. I already pulled the screw, and yeah, the welds really locked this in place. So this one here really nice and tight. I think I'll do a little bit of cleanup with the grinder of get these cleaned up, and then we can go ahead and finish up this butt weld here. Okay, let's grind. Okay then, I ground down and cleaned up all these welds, so these all look nice and flat and really great. So last step
is dealing with this butt weld seam. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to need some higher current here on the ends where these are really more of a plug weld, and then I'll turn the current down, and then we'll take care of that seam there. So we'll shut the welder off and grind this thing. Okay then, and I would say that looks good. This whole thing just looks really, really, really freaking good. It's like almost metal finish, you know, UPOL or whatever will 100% hide this, so I think I finally slayed this beast, so yeah.
Final Metalwork quest complete. Ability unlocked. Sweet. So, next time, we're going to do some final prep, strip out the wiring harness, and shoot SPI epoxy on this engine bay and get this thing wrapped up. So, hope you guys had some fun, learned something, and if you find this interesting, hey, give me a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you hopefully in a week or so when we get this thing painted.